Cases comes just ahead of the big 4th of July weekend, and today Six Flags Whitewater beginning its reopening process. Our Glenn Marshall's live at the theme park in Marietta with the new policies put in place. Glenn, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Karen. As you said, those numbers have surged over the weekend, but it's not keeping people from coming out to the theme park today. You can see this line. They just opened up at 12 o'clock, and they're going through some situations right now to get everybody to come in. But as you can see, people are excited to come into the park, and they have plenty of things that are happening here inside the park. We have social distancing for all chairs and different things like that. We have families that have to stick together, and it's usually between like groups of 3 or 4 in the park right here in this area, so therefore people will sit that way, social distancing. And also there's some other things that are going on. We have touchless security as well as checking temperatures. That means no one will interact with you as you're walking through. You will get your temperature checked by infrared system as well as security. They'll be able to look through your bags and everything like that to check and make sure that you have no objects that cannot come in without touching you. Then there also is touchless payment options as well. So if you're paying for your food or just paying to get into the park, you don't have to give them any cash or hand out a credit card. Ordering through an app also for your food, and this is something that's pretty interesting. They're allowing you to order through this app, and you'll be able to set a time when you will be able to get your food. Of course, masks are mandatory inside the park. However, it's not when you're actually on any of the attractions. Take a listen to what Six Flags had to say about that.
So wearing a mask like this is kind of difficult in the water, right? So we're asking folks to please wear them when they're in queue lines, at restaurants, at bathrooms, high touch point areas. But if they're sharing a meal at one of our social distance tables with their family, it's okay to take it down. Or if they're in line for a water slide, it's okay not to wear it because all of our queue lines have social distance markers that separate families 6 feet apart.
And as you can see, the water is flowing here at Six Flags, I should say. People are still waiting in line to get in. They haven't fully opened up the park just yet, but as you can imagine, people are going to try to enjoy this wet attraction here in the middle of this heat, but also keeping in mind the coronavirus is still something that's relatively important that's happening. And as you can see, they're running right now, excited. I'm Glenn Marshall here in Marietta, CBS 46 News.
Get out of their way, Glenn. They are ready for that water park. Thanks.